was there a big bike community? I mean, I'm sure there was a core group here that knew where the roads were, right?
No,
there was not. There was nothing.
There
was no gravel cycling.
Nobody knew about these amazing roads.
I will say this with all humility.
Yeah.
That there were people. There was no community built around the idea of riding dirt.
But there was no 6 o'clock ride on Wednesday, whatever.
There was a 6 o'clock ride on Tuesday evening from Cooper's on the pavement to the Am Pride at Perkins and back on 177 every Tuesday. And potentially maybe some group rides on Saturday, but it was all kind of oriented around pavement. Yeah. And also we've got some really great mountain bike trails at McMurtry, so that the first week I was here, one of the first things I did was go on that group ride on Tuesday, the road one, on my gravel bike, and I got made fun of for my tire size. And they were like, "What are you gonna do? Ride in the ditch?" And I was like, "I will ride in the ditch if you want me to do that." But then I can ride in the ditch. I shall ride. It was my Gary Fisher Presidio. I miss that bicycle very much. It was very sick. And anyway, I found out about trail work. They were doing trail work on the Orange Trail at McMurtry that Saturday, and I showed up and there were all these preconceived notions of who I was and what I was doing. And then when they realized that I was a 26-year-old kid, they were just like, "You're opening a bike shop?" And they were like, and then, dude, I mean, I'll just be totally honest with you. Like, people came in, multiple people, not a lot, but a handful of people came in and literally to my face when no one else was there told me that we would never make it, that this town could not support what we were trying to make happen. Like, they were like, another bike shop will never make it against Cooper's, against this other shop, which, just to be totally frank and open, and I do not see other bike shops, period, in this town or other towns as competition. Cycling in the United States is way too small for us to believe that we are at competition with each other. We need to, the tide must rise and all boats will rise with it, and also all communities will be better. So anyway, man, there wasn't a community riding dirt roads until we got here, and it took me quite a while to find them. And I mean, I really do think it was spring of 2012 where, I mean, there's this whole story about my daughter just never slept ever. Like, for 2.5 years, I don't think she slept. I think it's what has helped me and Crystal both train to be endurance cyclists and you know, to ride 300 miles with no sleep, which we've both done multiple times. And I promise it's because of Emery. Thanks, Emery. I really appreciate you. Yeah. And anyway, I would wake up at 2-3 o'clock. She would never go back to sleep, and I'd put her in the car and I would drive. And so anyway, I went west on 19th one day, and it was 3:30 in the morning. Went up over these two really big hills by this water tower that I know very well now. And at the time I came to a T, and it was either go right or go left, and right was towards Highway 51 and left was Cottonwood, headed south to 44th. And I mean, if you're a cyclist that's been here and done the event, like, you probably know that area, and it's red dirt, deep red, sick, unreal, great hills. And I mean, just from like the view of my headlights, I was like, whoa. So I came back the next day, and then I was like, if this continues on, like, we are in for a rowdy time. And now we know that it keeps going. The state of Oklahoma, we haven't just continues, doesn't it? We haven't even scratched the surface. We have a million ideas. We have a million places we could go. And now now the work is like just at our fingertips of like, how do we make this city really, really, really buzz into the transportation component of this, outside of the recreational and the race format. Like, how do we transition this conversation into, okay, now the interest is here. Are you paying attention? Sure. And now are we ready to put the money where our ideas and where our mouth is, and make this city exactly the way we all know it can be? Yeah. Because it's tiny and you can ride your bike anywhere. Oh yeah. And I mean that with all the love, because I want to live in a small place. You know, living in a big place with lots of infrastructure sounds really cool and beautiful, but like, so does not being able to just literally ride out from your front doorstep of work, 3 miles and you're in the dirt. Exactly. That's perfect. Exactly. Because Oklahoma City, they tell us all the time, we don't have that. Tulsa, like, we got to drive 40 minutes, park on the side of the road, and then go for a ride. And it's like, here, you can meet at the shop. Then when you get done, you can go get a beer, get a burger, go to Louis, go to Zanotti's, do whatever, and take a shower at District, and then get back in your car and go home. So instead of driving 40 minutes, they might as well drive an hour and 5 minutes and then be in the best spot.